Okay, and we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live stream. We are back with Mechanic Monday, and this is actually a take two of the stream because in the first 9 minutes of the other stream that I did a couple of minutes ago, the upload speed dropped, so I had to retest the broadband and move the router a little bit closer to the door because it's actually downstairs and I'm upstairs, so yeah, hopefully that should fix it. But yeah, how are you all doing actually on this sunny Monday evening? I know it's the most stressful day of the week, Monday, because everyone's back at work and everyone misses the weekend, but for some it might be the holidays, and as I say, at the moment, I've got basically another couple of days left before I go on holiday stroke vacation, so there won't be any Mechanic Monday next week because I will eventually be away. So yeah, but I'll try to continue with this concept of Mechanic Monday rolling, and hopefully we can get the ball rolling on that. So yeah. Right, so let's have a look. Right, I've got one person watching on Twitch, but I know sometimes it's not always accurate, but that's, as I say, it's nice to see the number being obviously greater than 0, and right, let's have a look. Right, okay, so everything's okay on that side. Let's minimize that. Okay, so as you can see, here is the vehicle that we actually left out last episode, or last stream rather. I've just drained the oil because this is actually one of the requirements. They need more oil, or replenishment of oil, so basically an oil change, and they basically want an absolute service on this entire engine. And what I did off air is basically, I basically highlighted what was needed, and so on and so forth. So yeah, right, let's get focused in on this car, shall we? Right, okay, what have I got in my shopping list? So we need a serpentine belt and alternator. Okay, let's take off the water pump pulley. Okay, let's take off the power steering pump. Take off the idle roller. Let's see, take off the arm. Engine arm, I think. Let's take off the engine head covers. This, I think, is a V8 engine, given the fact that the oil filter that I just changed off air is a V8. Because, of course, you probably have seen me plenty of times doing oil changes, so that's why I don't want to bore you to death. So, yeah, we need 3 rocker arms. Let me just get rid of whatever was on the shopping list. Yep, get rid of that. So we need 3 rocker arms on this side. I've already highlighted 2, so that's fine. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Rocker arms, or rocker arms, let's say, respectively. And this is actually a very different engine to one that I've worked on before, so yeah. And these look like brand new parts that I don't think I've seen before. Well, there might be old parts, because it seems to me that this car is, it's 1995, so it's bound to be quite legacy. And of course, with the model of the car as well, that's another factor that plays a big part in it. So we're just going to take off all these rocker arms. I see, right, so yeah, we do have to take everything off because we need to get into the core of the engine where the pistons are. Well, you know what, I might as well just replace all these
rocker arms with new ones, really, because, well, even though some of them do look still, you know, durable, I don't think they can be that cheap, really. So how many is there? 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. So there's 16 rocker arms, okay, or rocker arms. And yeah. Okay, that's all removed, so let's remove the exhaust manifold. Take that off. Take off the other exhaust manifold and spray the rusty bolts. There we go. Oh, I see. We need. Oh, so these are the valve push rods. Okay, right. So 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we are going all out with these rods. Now I think this is because, unlike a spark plug, the glow rods or the glow plugs are used on diesel cars. So yeah, but what we're going to do is just take all these pods out, not pods, rods out. Because although there might be some that are reasonable, it'll confuse me with putting in new ones, because the game will scream at you if you try and put something in that doesn't necessarily need to be repaired, because it doesn't class as like a fully replacement part. So yeah, it's a bit of a bummer really, but there you go. Let's take off the ignition wires. This engine looks so complicated. The ignition wires look like a spider. Oh, okay, right, so that needs changing then. Let's add that. Let's add the ignition distribution cap. That's all clear. The distribution rotor. Let's add that on. Everything alright there? Yep. Okay. Let's take the air filter cover off. As you can see, a lovely rounded air filter. That has definitely seen better days. I can definitely say that with confidence. I think we have to take the whole thing out. Ignition distributor A. Okay. Let's use that then. Remove this. There's bolts. Okay. Oh, there's spark plugs. Oh, so it isn't a glow plug. It is a petrol car, right? Okay, so let's take these off then. So it looks like there's 4 spark plugs. So let's move to the other end. There we go. I've got plenty of spark plugs in my inventory, so we can utilize the inventory. Let's buy some. There we go. Right, so now we should be able to remove the engine head. And there are the pistons. Okay, so now what we need to do is hoist the car up. Vehicle up, and then we need to take off the oil pan. There we go. Ooh, looks like the crankshaft needs a change. Okay. So we will remove the rod caps, which hold the base of the piston in place along with the crankshaft. And we need a couple of those, I think. Probably get 7 of those, I think, or something like that. Plenty. That's all we need, it's just plenty. Right, rod cap, let's remove that. It's a bit silly that they've got the exhaust like literally right in front of the camera where you're trying to remove stuff. It's a pain. Alright, okay. So, what do I need to remove? Oh yeah, I need to remove the gearbox to get to the crankshaft. Okay, well first what we'll do is we'll remove the pistons. Get those sorted out. So, let's take that out. Right, we need a couple of those. I'm just going to do that just to add some more piston. Some of the pistons. Okay, we can't seem to remove those because we have an issue underneath, so let's find out what that issue is. Let's try and get into the engine. There we go. Zoom in. Okay, there's a rod cap there, I think. Let's see. Might be something missing. Because we definitely know that the crankshaft will need changing. Move that over there. Because that should do it. I think it might have been that, but we'll see. That little rod cap. Yep, there we go, we can take it off. We can't take that off, we can't take that off. We take this off? We can, yep. Alright, so we are getting somewhere on this end. It's just this end that's being a bit of a faff. What is causing that to be blocked? I don't know. We shall have to see. Let's remove, not that actually, because we don't need to go directly that side. Let's have a look and just see very briefly what we're missing. Oh yeah, the rod cap. And what's quite annoying is the rod caps are actually at right angles, so it can be very difficult to obtain. Let's say, I think that's everything. Hopefully. There's only two things. Rod caps, because there's only 2 pistons left to remove, so we'll do that. Hello, CoolPro195. Welcome to the live stream. It says Mans here, both on YouTube and Twitch. I'll probably join VC after dinner if possible. Yep, sure thing. I'll jump into the web right now. So yeah, if you want to join me, guys, on the web, feel free. If you are a member on the TNC Discord server. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, CoolPro. Great to have you here, bud. Right, so, all right, we are definitely missing that rod cap. It's very difficult sometimes with these sorts of vehicles. Is that sometimes you think that you've installed all of the rod caps, but then you have a look closely and it feels like that you haven't done. So let me just see why that's not working. Yep, it's that rod cap that's at right angle, well, 45 degrees. Now, okay, now hopefully that should remove it. Piston rod, that is. Yeah, it did. Is there any more pistons to remove? No. Okay, right, so we can crack on, lift the car back up again. And let's remove the gearbox and everything. So let's move the drive shaft, which is a long piece of material, from the front and the rear. Let's take off the... Oh, we need to add the starter to the shipping list. Remove the beast of a gearbox. The release bearing is fine, the pressure plate's fine, the flywheel will probably need changing as well. Yep, the clutch plate definitely needs changing. Flywheel's okay. Alright, let's just try and work out what's causing it to not allow me to remove it. Because all the pistons are out. Am I missing something? Might be the water pump, you know. It's always good to take that off. Timing cover, oh yeah. Oh, that's why the timing chain needs changing. Okay, let me just see what else needs removing. Nope, okay, that's fine. So we're going to remove the timing chain. Remove the cam gear as well. And that should do us for getting rid of the camshaft. Or crankshaft rather, not camshaft. Alrighty, so we have now removed the whole interior of the engine, so that means all the pistons have gone and everything. They're in my inventory, so now I need to buy some new parts. So we need a serpentine belt, and that's under that, so alternator. Rockweller arm, we need a couple of these, so let's just add 30 of them to our stock. We need a valve push rod, let's just get 16 of these. Actually, you know what, let's just get 32 of them because they are absolutely cheap. Add the fuel filter, ignition wires, which is nothing to do with the main shop, it's actually to do with electronics, so let's add that. Add a few of those, ignition distributor caps and the rotors as well. Get the new air filter. Crankshaft. Let's add all these. 25. Piston rings. Add those to 16. Piston with Conrad. I mean, what's quite funny is some of those pistons just look small compared to real life. Starter, which is under electronics, I think, yeah. Clutch plate, timing chain, and cam gear. Okay, so we have now put the rod caps in, I think. Actually, let's fit the pistons on. Okay, the pistons are now back on, so let's just double check, make sure it's still there, yep. Now it's time to add the rods. Keeping it nice and straight. Never before have I ever seen an engine like this, where the rod caps are like 45 degrees. It might have been down to how the engine was pulled up, let's say, if it was pulled up at right angles or whatever. Yeah, this is only going to be probably a short stream, but we shall see. Hopefully we'll get more people in. Secret with being a mechanic is attention to detail. Where's that other hot rod? Rod cap. It's got to be somewhere, right? There's one. Okay. Oil pan. Okay, let's add the bits and pieces, shall we? The engine head goes there. Exhaust manifold. Nice bit of ASMR. Okay, so what was I looking for? Oh yeah, that was it. Looking for spark plugs.
Here we go. I'm going to add the air filter on now. As you can see, it took a bit longer than anticipated because I didn't realise how much or how many repairs were needed on the job that I'm doing right now. But it's nice to be beside the seaside if you're ever in Blackpool, which was where I was sort of rehearsing my audition for I Do Like to Be Beside the Seaside, which is actually a classic track from Blackpool, and I think from other beach resorts as well, like Southend and whatnot. It's always nice to hear local people chit-chatting and what have you. I don't know why, but that ignition distributor cap looks like half spider, half castle. Might be too nerdy there, but hey-oh, it is what it is. Mount. So these are the new valve push rods that we're going to add onto each rod. Zoom out. Let's add the rocker arms. They decided to make the client's experience much more comfortable, which is fair enough, but even still, not everyone would sit on deck chairs and stuff. See what we've ticked off. So we've done that. Rock arm. Yeah, so if I'm a little bit quiet, it's because I'm trying to focus on what I've ticked off and what I've not ticked off, so it just helps. Oh yeah, I need to add some more, so let's do that right now. Right. Oh yeah, need to add the valve push rods first, because it's all layered in a car mechanic sim. It's like every single component is like a Russian doll. It has to go within one doll into another doll and so on. Hopefully we can get through this. As you can see, for every valve rod that I actually install, like new one, a ignition coil or rocker arm pops up.
I like to take my time when I'm repairing cars, is just so I can get a bit more of an accurate understanding as to what's needed. Whereas I think some people do like to rush it, and even though they may still get the outstandard, it probably may not be the best. Because the people who are delayed for filling in a test actually take the opportunity to just go over a couple of marks, but given the time frame, it's too late. So that's fair enough. Okay, so let's find out which mounts we need to unplug and then replug with new ones. So let's have a look at the suspension, or the fluid rather. Right, I need to change the brakes and stuff. The double wishbone shock absorber, I can see rust on it. There's still quite a bit to do. Let's take a sample. Let's see if we can find that thing, whatever it is. Workplace first aid guide. A lot of this you can't really read because it's too dim, unless you've got strong glasses like what I have. But I still think the reading is too strong. This is just getting interesting. Right. To rubber bushing. So how many rubber bushings do we need? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 rubber bushings, 4 small. Let's add a couple of these to the basket. Okay, there we go. So let's remove the rubber bushings. Oh, we need to change the drop length out. We'll take it out. So the front sway bar needs changing. Okay, so that basically means that launch the pistons, not the pistons, the bolts. Unleash the bolts. It's Usain Bolt. Okay. 2 people are watching the Twitch channel. Awesome. Great to see people in the Twitch chat feed. Well, the live feed. I can see who's online. Okay. shall we? What was I doing? Well, we can't put the flywheel on just yet because I could do with accessing another settlement. Actually, I'm going to take off the tyre. Take that off. Let's see. Take those off. Yeah. Just keeping an eye on this particular car because, well, vehicle, because this is a little bit different to what I've seen. So, yeah, let's remove these components. The double wishbone shock absorber. So it's the front spring. Okay. Apparently everything else is okay. Yeah. Helps if you type the word spring. Order a couple of these. Let me go back onto here. Join the parts together. Okay, so we need to add more rubber bushings. Alright, let's go around here. Yeah, been a bit of a dull Monday today, really, on my side. Not much happening. But, yeah, so, right, we're going to add the shock absorbers. And re-add the bushings. You can see long bolts right there. Let's just check here. Leaf spring U bolt. Yeah. Okay, there seems to be a problem with the spark plugs, but we'll have a look at that later. Missing a rod cap, so we will investigate that. Rubber bushing. Small rubber bushing. Remove the rods because we've done them. Two wheel hub bearings. Okay. like with all items that have now been changed out, we can untick them. Keep the ones that we've not done yet active. So, yeah. As you can see, that definitely has seen better days, but there we go. Flywheel, clutch plate. We're going to have a new clutch plate on this one. Clutch pressure plate. Bolts that come with it. And then the wheel bearing. Or wheel release bearing, sorry. Let's add the beast, aka the gearbox. There we go. I don't need to go into the crankshaft, so that's fine. We can remove that. Okay, all good. Let's add the bushings. Find out if there's any that I've lost. Spark plug. Timing chain. Well, we are getting there anyway, so that's good. Do I have a modern alternator? I have no idea. Seems like I do. I fancy going to the rear end of the car. There we go. Let's change the fuel pump. Okay. Leaf spring. There we go. Looks like a roll or something. It's like almost turning into a spool with that different shaped. Well, it's actually a leaf. According to this, it's actually a leaf spring. Okay.
Did I add that to the list? Yes, I did.
Right, so I've done the front sway bar. So we can cancel that. Leaf spring and the bolts. And just for good measure, I'm going to remove all the pipe. There we go. Change the caliper out. You can see the brake pads are wearing thin. Oh yeah, definitely need changing that, man. Brake disc remove. Solid rear drive arch remove. There we go. remind me, this car's really, really old-fashioned. I've got to be very careful with what I install in this one. It's not like a new car that's easily brushed off the carpet. Hooray! This springs out. Okay. Let's remove that. Wonder if I've brought a lot of leaf springs. No, I don't. Let's go and get some leaf springs. Ka-ching. I think I've already picked up those items. Let's have a look at let's have a look and just see what's happening on the rear. I can't remember where I was now. Oh yeah, that was it. Rear shock absorber. Pretty cool, nice and clean. The bushings and stuff. That. Oh, yeah. So we need to take off the brake caliper. Okay, let's re-add the housing. Let's add. Oh, hooray, I'm level 15. That's pretty cool. Click, 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 click. All right, leaf spring. Up on this side, we'll have 3 solid rear drive axle. So we're literally just rebuilding all of the mechanism that holds the wheels together, and I also need to make sure to add the rubber bushings, because if you don't, then the car can, well, rattle, shall we say. So let's there. Okay. Let's re-add the drive shaft because I think we did replace the crankshaft earlier on. Excuse me, had a bit of an itchy nose there. Otherwise I would have probably sneezed if I didn't itch my nose, which has happened in the past. Right, let's look. What else do I need to do? Let's tick off what we've done so far, because I think what's happening is we're getting a bit confused. So all that's done. Just got to re-add the ignition wires, it seems. The leaf springs are in. Need to do the U-bolts as well. Oh, okay. So how do we do that then? Oh yeah, we need to add the plate on, so let's do that. There we go. Oh, let's add some more to our leaf spring U-bolt. Let's add a couple of these because we might need them in the future. So let's add 30 of them. Nice investment. There we go. Nice and tidy. And clean. Clean and tidy. So I think that's the rear of the car done, I think. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Loads of stuff ticked off. We sorted out the bits and pieces there. We just need to add another rubber bushing. Let's just remove those there. Spark plugs. Oh yeah, we need to check those. But we are getting there, guys. This is actually really good. Cam gear. That's the thing that we can sort out now. Let's just have a look around here very briefly, just make sure everything's okay on the rear. Okay, that's fine. So let's go over to the gearbox and channel our way towards the engine, because I think we're missing. Oh, I need to add some sparks. Let's just do that right now. And I can't do that because I need to lower the actual vehicle itself. I mean, open it. How many miles has this car done? Let's have a look. Oh, 315,000. Wow, that's a lot of miles. Seems like lots of owners who've owned this car have been on road trips and what have you. That's crazy. Hello Cloud Pillow, welcome to the stream. I don't know if you saw my notifications.
Oh, yes, I have. Are you streaming right now live, I believe?
I am, yeah. I'm just repairing a legacy vehicle.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
I thought you'd love this because you're a car nerd.
Yes, indeed I am.
Yep, so for those who don't know, this is the Cloud Pillow. I've known him for how many years now? About
6 years right now, yes.
6 years, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's, well, I know that he has been on one of my friend's live streams before, called Pro195. So I think when he was streaming Sonic the Hedgehog back in February. But yeah, great to have Cloud Pillow in the stream, and yeah, hopefully you can hear him all right. Okay, so we've added all the spark plugs. I now need to change the timing chain, add some wheel hub bearings, and I think at the front. Oh yeah, I need to sort out the rubber bushings at the front. So let's do that. Undo the nuts and bolts. Ooh, those bushings do need changing. So let's remount the arm and add the new bushings. What's also beneficial, Abs, is if you do decide to get this game, if you unlock, there's like a toolbox that allows you to skill up, and if you level up your screw speed, it will allow you to unscrew and refit parts a lot faster.
Oh, I see.
Which does help. Let's set the timing cover. Keep it all nice and tidy. There we go. That radiator's definitely in the way there. Let's add the water pump. Or put the water pump back because that didn't need changing. The crankshaft pulley. Let's add that in. The water pump pulley. Yep. Arm A. And then arm A again over here. That radiator is getting really annoying. Just like focus in on the part to get it repaired. There we go. Idle roller. Power steering pump. Lots of timing belts on this vehicle, I can tell you. I need to add the alternator. It's a brand new alternator. It's smaller than the gearbox, let's just say that. It's definitely smaller in size. What am I missing? I don't know what I'm missing now. Let's see. Serpentine belt, rubber bushing, timing chain. Just the rod cap and the brakes now. Okay. What else do I need to get rid of on my checklist? Yeah, alternator. Okay. What's that underneath there? Oh. Right, bear with me. I need to rise the car up. Camper van, whatever you want to call it. Well, it's not really a camper van, it's just a van really, a road trip van. Let's take off the oil pan and re-add that rod cap because it was at right angles, that's why I couldn't see it. There we go, there it is. So oh, hang on. Do they want that changing? Oh yeah, they did. Right, okay, let's remove that. That's the used one. No biggie, let's have the new one. There we go. Thankfully we don't have to change the whole camshaft, otherwise, crankshaft, sorry, because otherwise you'd have to take all the pistons off and gearbox and what have you. And the gearboxes in some of these vehicles, bud, like look how huge that is.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's just absolutely huge.
Because it's like it's a classic vehicle. It uses a lot of parts.
Yeah. Well, there's lots of mechanisms inside the gearbox, isn't there? So, right, wheel hub bearing. We need to take that off. We need to add 2 of those on. I've done the shock absorbers. I've done all the outline there, so that's fine. So we are getting there. Cloud pillow. It's just a few more parts to add, and then we'll do something a little bit different.
I really love people restoring old classic cars, especially sports cars. It's very satisfying in a way. They can bring back life from an old vehicle.
Yeah, yeah.
Because old vehicles are really reliable. So if I were to get a new vehicle, I'll get a nice classic car that is not too cosmetically or damaged, and I could just repair some parts and it's good to go, and make it look nice and new, and it'd be my daily driver.
Yeah.
Especially, I like my BMW cars. They're really nice.
Yeah. Apart from when the alert tells you that you need to check the engine.
Oh yeah. That's not.
That became a meme,
Uh,
actually. A lot of the alerts on cars have become memes.
Sometimes it's to do with sensors when it's an engine check, like sensors or something to do with something's blocked or. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's like you have to take off, you have to
Reseat one of the battery terminals.
as well.
Mm.
Usually,
And then just clear the code after, and then rerun it, and then see if it's.
yeah, that's it, yeah. I didn't need to remove that rubber bushing, but let's just add the new one because I've got loads. Okay. Let's see. Right, so the brakes are all done. The wheel hub bearings are done.
Yeah. I've been getting very good and consistent scores with my theory test so far. So I'm gonna keep doing it, and I'll be good to go. So yeah, it's been making a huge difference. Your tips and advice, so really appreciate it, Spidey.
Yeah, no problems, Cloud Pillow. Yeah, as I say, keep going, and you'll be absolutely fine. Just read the question carefully, and just spend a minute on the question. If you can't answer it, just move on. But try not
Yes,
to.
yes.
But try not
Do
to. Try not to click next straight after the first bit. Just make sure that you check the time, see how long you've got left, and then go back to the answers that you've skipped.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. I can really feel a difference when I've gone through a lot of questions, and I can rule out the ones that are wrong, and then learn about why I've made those mistakes, and
Yeah.
what the question is telling me. So it's all about why am I choosing this answer instead of the other ones.
Yeah.
Why should I do X and Y and Z? Why should I pull to the left? Why should I, why is it priority for the vehicles on the right? Why should I stop? What happens if there's foggy weather? Things like that. So
Yeah, exactly, yeah. As you can see, I'm adding the new oil.
yes, oil's very important for our car to make sure that it's running smoothly. That's the best way to put it. Making sure that the car is running smoothly and efficiently without any noises that are happening under the engine.
Do you know what is also the benefit of adding oil in the car?
I would say also it just lubricates the cogs and
Yeah,
whatnot.
like the mechanism, the engine.
Mechanisms. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Just adding in the brake fluid now. And then because with this car, unlike modern cars, the coolant actually goes directly into the radiator. So let's add that right now. Gonna add the fan with the massive bolts. There you go.
Yeah. With older cars, the reason why they tend to last longer because everything that you service or repair, you can always be swapped out for a new one. So with newer cars nowadays, most of the parts are come in one unit. So, but one thing goes wrong, you'll have to replace the whole mechanism.
Yeah.
It's not easy to do that because manufacturers make it hard for people to repair new vehicles nowadays. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah. I almost forgot the clips here. Really annoying clips. Let's close the hood. Right, let's see how much money we've made out of all this. So-
Spidey, have you seen those videos of these cars that are abandoned?
Yeah, I have actually. Yeah, I know that there have been people that have collected them and recovered them. So,
Yep.
yeah. Right, let's have a look, bud. See what I can spend. Yeah, so as I was saying before, fast hands it's called. So that allows you to increase your screwing speed over time. Strong arms increase mounting unmounting speed by 45%. Renovator. Let's see. Eagle eye, cut time, good judgment. Gives you ability to inspect value of a car. Nice. I think I might do the running one because I do like to swing around different, parts of the garage. Right, let's have a look at these orders. Let's see. Right, let's add this car in. I'll bring it in for repair. Yep, I want to move that car to lift A. And let's get another one. Ooh, look at that. A Sakura Supra ZJX. What do you think to this car, apart from it being a little bit rusty? It's pretty cool. What do you think, Cloud? If he's still there.
Especially on old cars, some parts are expensive because they discontinue those parts from that car. Especially if you were to go to the manufacturer and you were to buy that part specifically from the manufacturer, it will be considerably expensive.
Yeah. What do you think of this green turquoisey car? It looks like a Supra.
Yes. I am watching a video about a Nissan 370Z. It's not a Supra, but it is close to a Supra.
Oh, right. Okay. This one just needs the brake fluid and
power steering, because I think all these cars that I'm repairing, all these vehicles, sorry, I'm repairing are all automatic.
Oh, nice. Yes. Is correct. I've given you a follow as well, so you're up to 57 followers now.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no worries. It's good.
So we need to change. Where's the brake fluid? Let's have a look. It's right behind the thing. There we go. So now let's re-add the brake fluid.
It looks a bit like oil.
Yeah. I think it's just a different color and thickness.
Yeah, thickness. Yeah. You got
They
it.
call it viscosity.
Viscosity. Ooh, nice. I'm sure the car nerds will love you for that. Or the petrol heads.
Yes. Yeah, petrol heads. Yeah, Or diesel heads, as they say.
Diesel heads. There we go. Your car has now been serviced with new fluids. Right, let's have a look at this one. Clutch release bearing, clutch pressure plate, and flywheel. I mean, this one looks a lot cleaner compared to the other one. Look at that.
Nice.
I think what I will do is I'm going to sit in it when I'm finished with it. Because I'd like to see what the interior is like on this one.
22 years worth of junk that was hiding underneath.
I can hear that in the background. Right. Let's have a look.
I use this same rust converter to clean out the fuel tank in my record.
Right, let me just turn Cloud Pillow down because I can hear
Thankfully,
his
I have
background sound. There we go.
Okay, so he's sanding down the car, and he's gonna repaint it.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, I need to take. Oh, sometimes with the gearboxes, you have to actually take the wheels off because it's on the side, not like directly.
Yeah,
below.
some cars, yeah, it's a bit of a pain, but it needs to be done.
Yeah, let's take the wheels off. I like the wheels. This is definitely a sports car, you know.
Yeah.
It's Absy on the track.
Sorry?
It's the Cloud Pillow, aka Absy on the track.
Yep.
Wavy wavy. give Cloud Pillow a wave when he's on the racetrack. Right, the gearbox has a starter which can only be accessible from the engine bays. Let's lower the car down, lift the hood, go round the corner, remove the starter, and then remove the gearbox. Ooh, look at that chocolate. The flywheel has seen better days. Let's just check the chat, make sure everything's okay. Yep, no one's saying anything just yet, so let's carry on. Hopefully CoolPro195 will join us, because he did say that he'll probably join after when he's had something to eat.
Yeah, I'll be having something to eat in a bit, to be honest. That might be... So I might not be here when CoolPro is, but we'll see.
Yep. AKA the TNC Retro Nerd. Yep. That's the nickname for CoolPro195 when he comes into Discord. He is the Retro Nerd.
Oh, that's retro stuff. Is it like retro cars?
Probably, but I know that he likes his retro games like, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog, Rain.
Oh, those ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog and All Stars Racing. That's the game that I love. My childhood game.
Yeah, yeah. I've only played Sonic, I think, once actually, but I couldn't get it to work, and it was when I had an old Windows XP PC. I mean, it was good memories though. Alright, let's put the wheels back. Using an impact gun on the bolts, which is actually a powered screwdriver.
Yep.
Alright. And before we do anything else, let's just bring that to the entrance, because I want to see what it looks like on the inside. Look at that. How's that for an interior? Look at that. It's like so simple. I'm going to have a look at the year actually and see how many miles this one's done, because this actually looks stunning on the interior. I don't know if you can see Cloud Pillow.
Yeah. CoolPro has joined.
And here people, CoolPro and 5 up in the building, mofos. Anyways, yeah, time for another installment of Mechanic Monday.
Hey, CoolPro, welcome.
Yeah, we're saying Cloud Pillow. It's been a while.
Yeah, man, it's been a while, man. It's been busy with everything else, with you know, life stuff, basically.
Yeah, man. Likewise, pretty much. Yeah, life has definitely been pretty busy and eventful.
Yes, sure is.
What do you think of the interior, Corpro?
Looks pretty great. It's
Yeah.
certainly looking more polished up at this point.
Well, this actually came when it needed repairs because it needed the. There was a few problems with the flywheel. Well, there was a problem with the flywheel, the clutch pressure plate, and the release bearing. So I had to change all of that. But yeah, let's go and have a look and see what this is. A 1989 Salim Kieran.
Wait, so you just started looking at it, or are you in the middle of repairing it?
I finished repairing it. I'm just having a look at the details because I think I might add this to my collection.
Right, yeah, makes sense.
Might add this to my collection of cars because, I mean, to be fair with you, Corpro, it's definitely something from like the retro era because, well, it's like you know, like retro wave and synth wave music. They'd have these sorts of cars, like, you know, riding into the sunset with all different colours and everything. It's fantastic, really.
Yeah. Yeah, these types of cars actually fit that type of atmosphere, retro wave and synth wave. Plus, since it's a 1989 model, it wouldn't surprise me that, you know, it would be a retro build.
Yeah, yeah. Right, let's see. What else do we need to change? Well, let's pick up this one.
Guess how did things pan out with that van that you were working on?
Well, apart from the false start that happened about an hour and a half ago because I lost my upload speed, I had to move the router a little bit closer, so it was about 2-minute interval. Honestly, that took a lot of work because, well, given the fact that the engine was actually one of the most oldest engines I've ever worked on, with all of the ignition wires and the rods and everything, flipping heck, it was an absolute ball ache to repair, but we got it done. Good job we saved that one. It's a good job we saved that one to the well, for this episode anyway of Mechanic Monday. So yeah.
Yeah, you got it there for showcase purposes. Turns out you really had your work cut out there with that 995 model there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Right, let's.
Wait, this is a 996 model. Shit.
There's loads of.
Yeah, I think it's 996 model.
I'm a 96 kid. Oof.
95 kid and a 96 kid.
Oh, this one's quite easy. We don't have to worry about the actual engine. We just need to just worry about the spark plugs, ignition coils, the battery, the fuel filter, the pump, the oil filter, and the well, I think I might change a couple of things. Well, they want a few things doing, but yeah.
Parts. I like how like on the list of parts to fix, like every single part needs fixing.
Yeah. Well, actually, which one should I do first, Corpo? Should I do the one from Diridi Sandstorm or the one that's that doesn't need a lot of work? Which one, left or right? Which one do you think I should do first?
Wait, is the one on the right the one that doesn't need a lot of work?
Yeah, the one on the right just needs an exhaust changing. The one on the left requires a lot of ignition coils and spark plugs and relays, which are like modules that need changing on the ECM.
Yeah, that's going to be a much bigger job. Yeah, you might as well get the one on the right out of the way first, because since there's not much to repair compared to one on the left, you might as well just like, you know, nip it in the bud, get it over and done with.
Alright, I'll do that then. Leo. Alright, let's have a look. What does this need doing?
exhaust manifold, rear muffler. Okay. Let's have a look. Middle muffler, exhaust pipe. There's the rear muffler. Let's add that. This is a V8 engine, so I need to go to the engine bay and remove the exhaust manifold. But before I do that, let's remove this rear muffler. Go to the tablet, add the rear muffler to the item to add. There we go. Swing over to the front, lower it down, and yeah, let's get to the exhaust manifold. So yeah, how are things, Cool Pro?
Yeah, things have been pretty standard for what it's worth. In terms of real life, yeah, things are still like, you know, they're pedaling forwards, and also in terms of my Twitch channel and content in general, I've got to say that momentum has certainly picked up, especially in terms of my current 800 followers special celebration livestream series event. Honestly, I'm actually pretty impressed that I'm actually, you know, 4 live streams in now. I'm practically on the 5th and final one. If the
800
yeah, I'm practically on the
and 4 live streams.
okay. Well, it's because of the setup that I have. Well, not because of the setup. It's because of like the plan I had for it. But yeah, it was pretty much a series.
Good job, man.
But yeah, cheers. Appreciate that. Oh, you thought I earned 800 followers in 4 live streams?
Oh, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what I figured. No, I meant like, this is my 4th live stream of the 800 followers special celebration live stream series that I'm doing. But yeah, and as for the 5th one, hopefully it will be the final one, depending on how the final game of the series pans out. So yeah. So I've been playing like 5 games within this series, so then as a result I was pretty much allocating a separate live stream per separate game. Therefore, like, you know, like one of the live streams doesn't have like, you know, too much content in it. Well, not too much content, it's just that so either one of the live streams doesn't feel like I'm taking on way much more, or so much more that I could possibly handle, especially with how things are currently going in my personal life as well, because at the same time, like, you legit just got to keep a balance between like your I mean, you got to balance your productivity with your current state of mind. So like your overall composure per se.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, absolutely correct.
It's just practical. That's all it is.
So with everything, if it's not practical, there's no point doing it.
Precisely. Without practicality, it just throws the entire picture into disrepute.
Yeah. Bit of WD-40 on one of the bolts there, if you saw that, and another one. Psh.
Yep, that definitely needed WD-40 there.
Oh my god, look at that. Full of chocolate.
Chocolate.
That good old chocolate rust.
Yep.
You know that rust that changes into liquid. That's the worst kind of rust.
You just send
Oh, speaking of chocolate. Oh yeah, because say what you're gonna say first.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Proceed.
Yeah, send this car to Bourneville, and then we call that the chocolate car, Cadbury World.
Indeed. The car would be legit like the mascot of Cadbury World for sure.
And then we've got like chocolate bolts on top of everything else, chocolate ignition coils.
Yeah, practically the whole car is made out of chocolate.
Yeah.
Imagine putting it in a car wash, it would fucking melt.
It would literally just disintegrate, given the chemicals that are used.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll just decompose completely. Not even that, like, every single part would be fragile. You could piss easily just like, break parts of the door, or even rip the entire door off completely.
Yeah. Oh my
It's fucking
God.
crazy.
Look at all this rust. I mean, I bet you this customer will come back and say, "Can you change all of these parts, please?" Even though on the actual description they didn't want it. Oh, you recognise me? Sure not. I'm the internet star of car racing. Well, perhaps a rising star. I go by the name RM. This is my new car project. I just snapped it from a junkyard for now. It looks like a piece of junk, but we can make it a gem. I mean, you can, but nobody has to. But nobody has to know, right? I mean, you can. Okay, are you in with this project? I hope so. I want you to check if it starts up before the first episode, and we'll think about the rest later. Thanks. And then it just goes off the screen. So I've got to just let it roll through again. So basically, this guy's found this car in the junkyard, or has snapped it from the junkyard, asking if we're involved in his project. Well, we're sort of, because we're changing some parts out. And then he goes, check if it starts up, and yeah, we'll think about the rest later. Thanks, we'll see you on Import Tube.
Import tube. Yeah, we pretty much got the gist of that.
For sure, yeah. Right, let's have a look at how much oil is in this, like the quality of the oil. Oh, there's not much of it. Okay, let's bring that back. Take off the oil filter. Just like with every other car, you have to change the oil filter as well as drain the oil itself. And
Yep. Use that oil drain.
we're going to add the oil filter. And slot that in.
It's funny how you say like the rust looks like chocolate. Yeah, like the sandstorm on top of the car itself either looks like custard or vanilla, or both.
Yeah. Exactly, man.
Oh yeah, as I was gonna say previously, building on what we were saying. Speaking of chocolate, did you watch the latest video pumped out by Beta Squad?
I don't know, actually. I don't think I have.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, long story short, they're pretty much doing their own version of Come Dine With Me at this point, and this is like Nico Milana's edition, and he was running it like it was Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, so like that was the theme he was going with, and practically everything inside the dining room was chocolate. There was even like a chocolate river across the entire table.
Oh,
The plates were made out of chocolate, and the cups are made of chocolate as well. It was like proper next level.
oh man, that's crazy.
And to no surprise whatsoever, every single Beta Squad member got a fucking sugar rush over it. It was proper insane. It was so priceless to watch.
Oh yeah, I bet you were in stitches.
100%. Put me in stitches, potentially to the point of cracking a rib in the process.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, just you can always expect priceless content coming from Beta Squad.
Yes. Right, let's have a look.
But yeah, next up is the Kenny edition.
The Kenny edition.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty much Kenny's turn to host the whole Come Dine With Me premise on Beta Squad.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, the trailer looked pretty funny.
Yeah. I've gone to the wrong option. There we go, battery.
Anyways, yeah. For those who are interested, I'll let you watch the entire thing for yourself.
Yeah.
Because these episodes are full of pumped up content.
Right, fuel tank. There we go. Fuel pump is done. Let's add the filter. Oh, we can add the battery in the process as well, since we're kind of channeling our way towards the filter. Let's remove the old filter. 1% durability. Man, that needs changing. Let's pop that on. Right. Okay, throttle's done. Right, let's make sure that we've got everything added back in.
This incredible, natural disaster. It survived.
Okay, what do we need to change here? So we need to change all the fluids, okay?
Send it back to its birthplace.
We're making
And restore the car back
making
the
good
way it was.
progress, Cool Pro and Cloud Pillow.
We'll share the process with everyone.
Yep, pretty much. Solid progress. You know, I was wondering what I was hearing in the background. It might be something coming from Cloud Pillow's background.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Sort of sounds like a radio podcast or some shit.
Oh yeah, it's me. But I'll be going right now. I need to go and have my dinner.
Okay,
Likewise.
bon appetit.
Yeah.
Have fun. I've pretty much just had my dinner myself, so yeah. Bon appetit, Cloud
Yes.
Pillow.
It's been busy, but yeah. I need to eat. Alright, see ya.
Alright,
Bye-bye.
bud. Bye-bye.
Knock yourself out. Bye bye.
And there we go, guys. That was Cloud Pillow. Glad to have him back on the stream after a couple of weeks.
Yep, it was great to see him stop by and jump into the VC.
He also joined your Discord. Well, actually, yeah, he joined your stream when you did Sonic, if you remember.
Yeah, well, pretty much, yeah. He joined the Sonic the Hedgehog portion of my New Year's 2024 to 2025 celebration live stream.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Actually, no, he joined during the Rayman portion, I think. Yeah, it was in the middle of the Rayman portion, and I think he was there through part of the Sonic portion as well.
Yeah, yeah. He definitely featured on your stream anyway.
Yeah, 100%, I remember.
There we go. That's that done. Right, so I need to now just re-add the oil. No pun intended there when I said re-add.
Pretty much. Yeah, puns aside.
Okay. Close the hood. There we go. Hopefully I don't get any screams. Nope, no screams. Awesome. Okay, right. So we're about an hour and a half into the stream. I'm just going to BRB and get a drink, so I'll be back in about 2 minutes. So yeah, Cool Pro, if you want to basically keep the chat busy, just like I did with yours, that'll be great. Because I know that you'll
Pretty
probably
much,
have-
yep. I'll return the solid.
You'll probably have some news to showcase to the audience.
Yeah.
Whilst I just go AFK just for 2 minutes quickly. I won't put the BRB sign on this time because, well, now that
Cool.
we've got yourself on. I mean, I'd only put on the BRB if, let's say, there's no one else in the chat, and
Yeah, that makes sense.
you know, there's obviously, you know, exceptions, but
yeah, in this case, I'm just going to be BRB for 2 minutes. So yeah, BRB people, real quick.
Cool, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, over to you, Cool Pro, for the little interim.
Yeah, even though it's going to be a short while, I might as well just take the wheel for now. Okay, I think Rob just dipped just to get a drink at this point, so yeah. I'll just take the wheel in his favour just to like do him a quick solid over here. Alright, so for those of you who are actually watching this Mechanic Monday series, if you've been watching from the start, how much do you reckon you've been enjoying the series that Spider Rebel has been putting out? I certainly reckon it's been a good series to not only be part of as a guest commentator, but to like chill to in general. It's like the kind of live stream which, you know, you can not only just like, you know, pay full attention to, but at the same time that you can chill to it and just have it running on your phone and then just like get it out whenever you want. It's kind of like, it's not just the type of series that you'd want to like, you know, 100% just like see everything, because like if you're just doing something like in the background and pretty much the live stream is literally just there, you can just like, you know, listen to whatever Rob has to say, because practically he's literally just like walking through like the entire process as opposed to like, you know, just fixing the cars. I mean, I gotta say, like, the models in this game are pretty retro. Not only that, but like, you know, the premise of this entire game. But yeah, I gotta say, Car Mechanic Simulator 2021 is a pretty standard game. It's great for teaching people, you know, the practicalities of pretty much how things work inside a garage. But yeah, I think Rob also plays other games like Minecraft and Killing Floor. Well, as you can see in this tags, he plays games like Minecraft and Killing Floor, Shroud of the Avatar. I'm not sure whether or not he's going to feature some Half-Life games as well, but hopefully he will at some point. Although, yeah, like he keeps saying, he always has like, you know, a backlog to work through, which, you know, likewise, a lot of us have like backlogs to work through in terms of like our content and everything.
All right, man's back.
Okay, great to see you back. Yeah, pretty short intermission there.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I had to just go and get a drink because I was basically spitting feathers. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Spitting out feathers.
Yep. So.
Yeah, for a couple of minutes. Yeah, pretty much like for a couple of minutes. It wasn't really, you know, that long of an intermission, or.
No.
You know, I'd pretty much a standard amount of stuff to say within that intermission. So yeah, you were pretty much in good hands.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I think after when I came back, I put the headphones on, and you said that I could. Well, that you were predicting.
Yeah, so you could listen to it partially.
Yeah, partially. Yeah. So I was.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I was listening to the fact that you were predicting if I was going to do any Half-Life streams, and I might do. I know that I have done, I think, a few Half-Life live streams in the past, but they're probably very rare now. Let's just say that. But yeah, right. So let's get crack-a-lacking. And
Yeah, especially with like the state of the franchise.
we've got loads more stuff to do.
Yeah, we got plenty of more stuff to get into.
Let's do it, boys.
Provides a lot more action.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was also saying like how this game in general is pretty much like, if someone's live streaming this game in particular, it's like, you know, pretty chill to, like, it's a chill vibe, because it's not like the type of game or the type of live stream that requires you to like, you know, pay that much attention to if you're actually, you know, just watching it as opposed to actually playing it. Because like if you're watching it in the stream, like, and someone is actually, you know, sort of commentating the entire process step by step, pretty much like you're doing, it's like they'll still more or less get the picture if, like, you know, they have the stream on their phone or their tablet or whatever, and they just like, or even if it's just a phone, they can just like carry the phone with them and like, you know, put some headphones on.
Yeah.
Either use headphones or like wireless headphones, AirPods, or what were those other type of AirPods called? But they're not necessarily AirPods, but like they were by the company Beats.
Oh,
But yeah, like pretty
I know
much
what
like,
you mean.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Beats by Dr. Dre. Yeah, pretty much like if you have either one of those, like it's it's you can still chill to like these type of live streams. Or not even that, you can legit just like have it running in the background with like whatever device possible while you're doing something else. Especially since, the whole process is more or less, being covered in the commentary.
Yeah.
You could legit just use it as like a background podcast per se, as well as just like a mainline picture to actually watch.
Yeah.
If you catch my drift.
Yeah, okay, definitely catch your drift, man. Yeah. Right, so what do we have here? So we've got to remove the cam gear on i3 engine. We also need to remove the oh, there we go. I can remove the camshaft. There we go. Need to remove the fuel rail.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Big.
Pretty massive.
Need to take the throttle off. There we go. Remove the intake manifold. There we go. Now I need to
Camshaft.
remove the exhaust manifold as well, because I'm going to be taking off the entire engine head, because that's what needs repairing.
Yep.
The cam gear that needs coming off, that's why you hear that boom sound.
Yeah, it's definitely got a lot of screws to like, take apart. Just like dismantle everything.
What's holding that in place? It might be the fuel filter. I don't know. Let me see. Spin it around. Just trying to think what's holding that in place now. Might be the fuel filter. Let's take that off. Okay, so it's not the fuel. Not the fuel filter. Let me see. Or could it be the thermostat?
This is a very comprehensive extraction process.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Just trying to work out what. Let's take that off. I don't know why, but I can't seem to take. Oh, is it because of the ignition coils? Might be the ignition coils. Let's take the ignition coils. Spark plugs need changing. And we reach level 16 now. Hooray!
Yep, we made it up to level 16, people.
Chocolate engine. It's a 3 cylinder, so I need to go under the car now, remove the oil pan, and then remove all the cranky stuff, basically. And I forgot to remove the idle roller, which means we've got to go.
That's a solid engine for a chocolate engine.
Well, yeah, for the head, the engine head. I forgot to remove the idle roller because that's what allows the for the revolutions to, continue when the engine's running. But it also helps me remove the oil pan because, well, it's connected to the oil pan. And yes, I have drained all the oil.
Super
Oh,
so.
no, I haven't.
Yeah, I clocked it.
I had to pay £100 just to clean stuff up. But there is an achievement in this game where slippery floor. There we go. I won the achievement, guys. I don't know if you heard that, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, people. Yeah, that's it. Slippery floor achievement unlocked.
Yep, and I had to pay 100 credits because I made a mess. Which is fine. I can make up that £100 elsewhere. It's no biggie.
It's the price we pay for unlocking one achievement.
Exactly, yeah. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty priceless.
I mean, look at that. A very small crankshaft as well. Considering that there's only 3 pistons. I ordered some pistons earlier on, so we should be okay.
Well, they're replacement pistons.
Yeah, well, it's just to replenish the stock, really. Likewise, it's a no biggie. There we go. I think what we'll do is hoist it up.
Piston with Conrod.
That's the one. I'm going to take off the oil filter and I'm just going to add it to my list. There we go. Let's purchase some bits. Alternator. Right. I need a throttle, fuel filter, engine head, camshaft. I think I just needed only 1 cam gear and we need a new oil filter, so let's add the oil filter. Let's add... Well, actually, before we add the bits at the bottom, let's go to the top and put everything back in its place, so the new engine head goes in. Look how clean that is. Like the most cleanest engine head you would ever see, or what they like to call in the mechanic industry, cylinder head. Or just the head.
That looks super polished up.
Yep. And shaft. Add the spark plugs in, so we have new ones, because it was all rusty last time. And ignition coils, I've got quite a few, but I'm going to use the ones that are around 96, 92%. These are the ones that came with the car before we took everything apart. And we're going to add the fuel rail. Oh, I see, that needs moving, so let's change the fuel rail. There we go. Nice and neat. Let's add the caps on. Hopefully there is only about 6 of these on here, because it's only a small engine. It might be actually a 1.5 litre, you know, or it could be a 1 litre EcoBoost, like my Ford Fiesta, perhaps, as of streaming and recording on the 19th of May until I get a new car in the future. Let's see, exhaust manifold. Actually, no, I won't do the exhaust manifold just yet. I want to add the cam gears first. There we go. Clickety click. And then I've got to add the timing belt, which is that there. Let's add the idle rollers. Not jungle rollers.
Yep, idle rollers. Yeah, not the Rolling Stones from Crash Bandicoot people.
I'm sure that the viewers can't get any satisfaction from that. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah, you should play like the fucking Jungle Rollers and Rolling Stones theme from Crash Bandicoot 1 in the background during this entire process.
Just basically get Crash to sing like Mick Jagger.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
Do-do-do-do. Bow.
Dun 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 dun. Bow. Dun 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 dun.
No, I don't want to do that. Car status. Let's add the serpentine belt. Throttle.
Pretty much Crash Bandicoot doing straight up covers.
What am I missing? What am I missing? the hang on. What's that? I just don't get it. Why would that not fasten on? Timing cover. Crankshaft pulley, here we go. Add that on. Idle roller on. Now what? I think I'm missing something cool, Pro, but I don't know what.
I can't put my finger on it myself.
What am I missing? The ignition coils are in. Oh. Now I can put the cover on. There we go. Wait, I thought I already changed the serpentine belt. Let's try again. I just don't see what I'm missing. What have I been missing then? It's not got the engine head covers on.
It doesn't really hint at what you're missing either. So like you get no tips to help you out.
Yeah, well, this is it. I mean, we've been through this before on a couple of streams as well. Because I think there's another timing belt, but I don't know. Because that's the timing cover. That's the water pump. Right. Let me take off the idle roller. I'm sure I changed the settings. Well, we can add another one if needed, but engine block. What does it say on the thing? Serpentine belt B. Oh, right, okay. So I add that on. I add that on. Idle roller A. Put that on, put the water pump on, and the alternator. This is very confusing. Oh, maybe it's because I need to put the oil pan on. Yeah, because the bottom of the engine's exposed, that's why. Right, so let's add the rod cap. I think I got this, Cool Pro. I just forgot to put the oil pan back on. Because that's what makes the jigsaw. should allow me. There we go. I can add the idle roller on now, and then the time belt.
Perfect. Yep, that makes sense.
Just forgot to add the darn thing in because that was the last idle roller. There we go. Now I can add the serpentine belt, but I don't have the necessary parts. Right, let's add that then to the part list. And
I was gonna say serpentine belt is so close to saying serpent belt.
yeah, that is true. Actually, very true. Right,
Just a 3-letter difference.
let's add the belt tensioner on, which I do not have. So let's add the belt tensioner onto the product item list. It's great that you can just, run it through the search, and then it's just boom, instant. There we go. So that's that done. So now I can
It's
take
perfect that such a tool exists.
exactly, yeah. Right, so now we need to just add the brakes, change the fuse chips, and the air filter. Right, let's go, boys. We're going to put this one back on.
Okay, people knocking one out one by one. It's taking its sweet time.
Yep. I think what I can do now is now that I've done all of the main engine components, I'm going to now top up the fluids.
The way it simulates the water filling up the tank, it's like
Yeah.
you see the build-up of water and it doesn't even look like it's actually being filled up with water, or just not just water but liquid in general. It's literally just like a shape, just having layers, having literally just one layer pile on top of the other,
Oh yeah.
according to like, the container.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like the brake servo is. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, which, it most probably is, to be honest. Because say if they were to say the tank was to be filled a certain height, it would show a specific amount of blocks in order to represent like that height, or like pretty much like the amount of blocks that cover that height within the filter itself.
Yeah, yeah. Right, let's take the filter out.
Oh, it looks like overfilling. I like how they use particle effects to simulate that
overfilling. Yeah.
you're practically close to the top and you're overfilling it.
Yeah.
You see, it's all based on specific heights.
Yeah.
Well, purely based on specific measurements.
Measurements. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Right. These clips are so annoying at times. You have to like fasten them on, and it's just crazy. Right. Where is the fuse?
Yeah,
box?
it's insane.
Right. There's the fuse box. Get the teeth in. Let's add some power steering fluid. There we go, people. That's done. Let's do shopping list. Get the air filter. What do we need to get rid of? We need to get rid of
Okay, let's pour in that power steering hydraulic fluid.
Yep. That's good. Well, there's a bit of delay on the stream, but I'm now going to change the chips
Yeah, a little bit.
fuse boxes. So,
It's still pretty much real time, but at the same time, it's like, slight standard delay.
back in. Okay. Relay type A, relay type B. Fasten the fuse box. There we go. Now let's change the brakes. How many brakes do we need to change? Let's have a look. So we're going to take off all the wheels. That's all the wheels taken off. I'm probably going to have to order some more calipers. And pads. Because we are going to be, well, very quickly running out. And it's always the pads that need changing in these sorts of cars. It's crazy.
It's certainly going to cost you a solid amount of credits there.
Oh yeah, sure. It's the big one, right? All wheels the same, so that's good. So what this will allow us for is no imbalancing. And after I've done that blue car, I'm going to, I think, wrap up this stream of Mechanic Monday, since we've been going for just over 2 hours. And as I
Pretty
said,
much.
I know that there's not been a lot of people joining, apart from a maximum of 4 people on Twitch. But as I say, yeah, glad that you said hey in the chat to begin with.
Yep. Gotta, like, you know, put some activity in the chat and the process. Not only that, but like sometimes you can't help circumstances, so all we can do is just, you know, keep pedaling forward.
Exactly, yeah. Forgot the thermostat.
I'd say it's still a pretty successful live stream for what it's worth.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, at least this time around, given the fact that it would have been about 9 minutes in or 10 minutes in, yeah. If we were
Yeah,
to,
that's true.
if we were to carry on as before we had that false start, then yeah. All right, camshaft cap and gearbox stuff. Okay, so it's just the gearbox and camshaft cap. Right, so let's take off the ignition.
So it's been right. So yeah, it's been pretty great for the second episode of this Petrolhead special edition type of series that you have going on. So yeah, Mechanic Monday for petrolheads alike.
Exactly. Come and get your car serviced at Spidey's garage. Internal promo right there.
Just like make it an official business. Yeah, just like way to internally promote your own business.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Right, so 1, 2, 3. Let me just check my inventory. Do I have any caps? I've got
Nothing like promo for sure.
I've got crankshaft
Well,
caps.
speaking of, By the way, speaking of internal promo, like for those of you who have been in this live stream previously and heard me discuss my 800 followers special celebration live stream series that I've been like, you know, in the middle of doing it, and I'm pretty much like at the culmination point of it, sort of depending on how things pan out. For those of you who actually have been taking a look at my channel, you'll see that on my Twitch stats, I've already both hit and surpassed 900 followers on Twitch. So yeah,
Oh, congrats, man.
but the reason why like I'm doing those, yeah, the reason why I was still doing my 800 followers special celebration live stream series, regardless, is because I had different plans for both of them, depending on, you know, the type of games that I plan to play for both of them. So yeah, for those of you who want to find out, feel free to check them out.
Nice.
So for the 800 followers special, it was pretty much a series of the Game Boy Advance installments within the Crash Bandicoot franchise. As for 900 followers special, I plan to do a series of the Nintendo DS installments
Okay.
of the Crash Bandicoot franchise, which by the way is only 3 games in comparison as opposed to 5. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit less to deal with, but we'll see how it pans out. Because of course, since the Game Boy Advance games are older, I hold a lot more nostalgia with them in comparison.
Alright, people, we're going to be removing the elephant in the room.
Yep. Let's extract the elephant in the room.
This one here. This bad boy here. The gearbox.
So the gearbox is the elephant in the room.
Yes. The chocolate gearbox.
I figured it would have been a chocolate part for it to have had to have been removed.
Oh, I've got to remove the drive shaft as well.
It's only logical. It's only practical as well.
Actually, do I need to remove the drive? Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, because it's this type. It's only certain types of cars, because you either have to remove the drive shaft only, or remove the axles and the drive shaft, or just remove the axles. It's just weird. Oh, I need to remove the starter as well, so let's do that. I like the blue colour on this this car, to be fair with you.
Yeah, it's pretty standard blue.
It's a bit,
It does look nice on the car.
it's a bit annoying that.
Oh, this car's turquoise.
Yeah. What's annoying is that I've got to go up and down just to remove a starter, motor, and the gearbox. Right, the gearbox is out. Let's change that. We're going to take out the clutch release bearing. We're going to take off the pressure plate. We're going to take off the... I think... Was it the crankshaft bearing cap? Oh, I've got to drain the oil. Oh, man. This is just going to be insane. Right, clutch pressure plate. Let's just add this bit in.
Also needs those 2 parts there.
Yeah. So we're going to add this in. We're going to add the brand new gearbox. Add the drive shaft. And the axles. Yep, so we've got Beverly Hills Cop up in the building with axles.
Yep. Actually, enough up in the building, mofos. Beverly Hills.
Victor Main.
Pretty much.
which one needs doing? Let's have a look. I think it's that one.
Oil pan.
Yep, that's everything. Let's add the oil pan back on and let's re-add the car with oil. And now that I've put all the wheels on, it'll be as quickly as this. So we go here. There we go. Check that I need to add the throttle and the starter. Starter. I always keep forgetting the starter and then I've got to re-add it again. Tighten, tighten. There we go. Check all around. That should be good. And there we are, guys. That is another car out of the garage, all repaired, ready to go. Let's have a look at the repair. Let's have a look at the skill points again and see what we can unlock this time, ready for the next episode. Let's have a look. Give your ability to inspect the car. Okay.
More credits, more content.
Exactly. I'm going to
Do good judgment, I think. There we go.
regular customer 5% discounts on. So that's 5% discounts. Ah, right, I see. So it's well, that's interesting. I thought that would have been 10% discount, really. Oh, well.
Okay, right, so that's that. Alright, okay.
I gotta say, it was good judgment picking good judgment there.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Partially intended.
Yeah. Solos parts, there we go. Got another fresh set there. Okay, guys, well, I think what I'm going to do there is actually wrap up the stream for now. It's been a nice short stream of the continuation of Mechanic Monday. Just to announce as well, I won't be doing one next week because I'll be away on holiday stroke vacation. But I might bring back Mechanic Monday around the 2nd of June when I'm back. So, yeah. I'd like to thank all of you for watching this live stream and on the archives as well. Thank you ever so much for your contribution on viewing what I do. And if you would like to support me, then please feel free to subscribe onto YouTube. Follow me on Twitch, as well as adding the socials right on the bottom widget of your screen. And yeah. Be sure to support me with my follower goal. At the moment, we have reached, I think it says 55 views, but I'm going to check on Twitch off air. I think it's more than 55 views at this moment in time. I might have to reconfigure the
Oh, you mean followers? Yeah, you're officially on 57 followers on Twitch at this point.
Okay.
I think the widget update is sort of behind on that, but yeah.
Yeah, we'll sort that out.
We get the picture.
Yeah, thanks for the update. Thanks for the check there, Cool Pro. Much appreciated. But yeah, as I say, we've still got a bit to go until we reach 75 followers. But we're hoping to, get past that milestone and reach at least 100 followers, and then we would sort of be around about a ninth of the way from. Well, I'd say a ninth away from Cool Pro's follower list.
Pretty much.
But
yeah. It's a pretty solid goal to shoot towards for where you currently stand. By the way, speaking of your follower account, I think it's officially just gone up to 58 followers, so whoever just followed, you've made a great choice. Cheers for following Spidey.
Alright, let's have a look. I might be able to have a look on
Stay tuned for future content.
I can have a look on the thing real quick. Let me just see who has recently followed me. Alerts. Oh, I can do that overview. Here we go.
Got 3 followers up in the thing.
Yeah, it should be in your stream manager.
Stream manager. Let's have a look.
Yeah, it would always tell you who followed
Yeah. Oh,
because like, it updates in real time as well.
real time, yeah. Okay, all right. Well, thanks so much, Mr. Cloud Sky 23. I think that was actually Cloud Pillow that followed me. Thank you ever so much, bud, for the follow. And yeah, we've now reached 57 followers, people. I'm going to update the widgets as well on the next stream, so hopefully it'll all be in sync. I'm going to have to just sort that out in the background, but have no doubt that we will continue our goals of reaching 75 followers and everything, depending on how often I stream. But yeah, I want to just give my thanks to Cloud Pillow, also CoolPro195 for joining us in the TNC VC, Spidey's Web. And yeah.
You're welcome. It was fun participating in this live stream.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, see you lot on future live streams whenever possible.
Yeah, and of course, yeah, thanks for keeping the audience, occupied with your announcements as well, with the upcoming bits and pieces that you could potentially be working up towards, which is great. And yeah, feel free, guys, to also follow CoolPro195 on Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and all that good stuff as well.
Yep, cheers for that side promo. Yeah, pretty much on every single platform.
Yep, and hopefully I'll be joining one of his streams in the future, depending on depending on when he actually streams. But I just want to say as well.
Yeah, of course it's not mandatory, but feel free, people, feel free.
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw your snap earlier on of that that nice tea and cake, I think it was, or something that you had.
Yeah, it was literally, well, it was sort of like a chocolate cake and a coffee, but it's like, wasn't necessarily a cake, but it was a baked good from Lidl.
Oh, nice.
It was really nice.
Nice. Yeah.
It's pretty much one of those that which are better off being microwaved because, the chocolate is just so much more smooth.
Yeah, sure.
Which makes it taste a lot nicer, a smoother process.
Yeah. Just for a little bonus feature, I'm going to show you me trying to, repair a cylinder on a brake caliper.
Yep.
There we go. It was sort of like that, since I was just fiddling about with the tool, with the broom that has all of the repair kit in. There we go. I'll just do that for now. Alright, so yeah. Right.
Well, by the way, it was a coffee as well instead of a tea.
Coffee, yeah. Okay, fair enough.
But anyways, yeah, that pretty much wraps that part up.
Yep. We don't have any cars outside apart from this one here, well, this wagon. I think it's just a decoration, I think, or a prop, really, that's to represent, let's say, the garage, really, and it's just sat there. But yeah, as you can see.
Yeah, they just put vehicles there just as like a representational prop per se. They just put it there for show.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Alright, well anyway guys, once again, thank you ever so much for watching, and we shall see yous in the next live stream. I'll probably be streaming something a little bit different next time, so that it doesn't look boring and mundane. So yeah, feel free to, follow me and stay up to date with more future content. So, from myself, Spidey, and also CoolPro195, currently in the VC, we shall wish you all a very good evening, good morning, good afternoon, or whatever time it is in your country. We shall see you on the next episode. Bye-bye, and peace out. Spidey out.
Let everyone peace out.